So you'll see an enhanced version of the kids zone this year as well. We are working extensively with our security partners. That is the Dominica, Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force, the Fire and Ambulance Department, and also private security. We are also working with environmental health to ensure that the food is safe for eating and consumption, and working with another myriad of partners, which the PS spoke to. I really want to overemphasize the point that this is really a mix of private sector and public sector partnership. That is important. Obviously, without the private sector partners, we will not be able to stage TV Village this year. Without the public support of the government of Dominica, we will not be able to get the resources to get TV Village off the ground. I don't know if you all have paid any attention to what the amount of resources that are being utilized to push TV Village. Well over $500,000 to be honest. So it's a significant contribution, significant investment by the government of Dominica to ensure that there is a space for artisans, a space for small businesses, a space for artists, a space for vendors alike to, one, have their products, services available for purchase, to display their talent at a safe space. I think every year we get this one opportunity to bring the creative space in Dominica alive, and that really gives us joy to help the over 100 vendors who are being part of this exciting project this year. I think I also want to speak about the fact that we need to encourage the wider public to attend. Last year, to be fair, we were late in getting off the map. This year, we are well in advance, so I am sure that a lot more people now are well aware of TV Village Dominique. The reality is every year we try to become better at what we do, and I think this year, as the PS said, that we are really looking forward to a wonderful showcase, a wonderful time for not just our Dominicans resident here, but the influx of foreigners that we're expecting for that week. TV Village, in essence, begins the celebration of our 47th anniversary. It begins the celebration of the 25th edition of the World Pride Music Festival, and we are inviting all our patrons to come from Monday to enjoy the festivities. Last year, a lot of people spoke about the food. I'm sure every year people look forward to the food, which is a big part of the event. The music will be on point. I see Benji here, which means he'll be telling you about his little vibe for this year. So you expect to get a group of excellent, talented musicians from Dominica putting on display. To be fair to you, you're already getting this at next to nothing price. So these artists go out across the world, they perform for very high prices, and they're already offering their talent to you for free, in essence, at TV Lab. So it's really an opportunity for those of you who are not participating in the World Pride Music Festival, obviously our kids who can go. TV Lab is a safe space for that celebration. The technical team is working very hard. There's a large number of activities that must happen in order for TV Lounge to take place. So every day we are on it. We are really trying our best to make sure that as at 10 a.m. on Monday 20th, when we have the opening ceremony, everything will be in place. So we're really asking for more partners to come on board. It's not, the sponsorship list is not closed. So we are just calling out those who are so far involved in the partnership. So we encourage those of you who have not yet or do not know that TV Lounge was going on this year, you have an opportunity to contact the Ministry of Labor to pledge your support. We are working on a few different experiences this year. As we get more information and the finalization and confirmation of that, we'll be able to communicate that to the wider public. But I'll tell you, this year there are some exciting areas for excitement. Something that we're going to add this year is, a networking space as part of the dining area at TV Village. So persons will be able to come during lunch hour, or come after lunch, or come before lunch to hang out with their friends, have a drink, have a meal in a comfortable environment. So again, as I said, every year we are adding value, and I think this year our patrons will be very pleased to have a space where they could feel comfortable. If you don't want to be too close to the music, if you don't want to be too close to the bars, you have an opportunity to be in our dining space, our social space, networking space that allows you to chill with your friends, and in essence, make TV Village your end of hook line. For those of you who are trying to dock work, which is also working from 1 o'clock during this week, I don't want to say too loud, but production is normally on the lower end towards the entertainment space. So the reality is TV Village does give an opportunity, a good excuse to support our small business vendors. So I think if you tell your boss that you're going to support TV Village, I think you'll get a pass on that one. So I'm encouraging you, if you have time off, if you have to take time off during the week, make TV Village your space to be. I'll be here week on week with Monel, just sharing updates as we go along. So this is really just the launch overview, but definitely week on week I'll be with Monel as part of the World Kwéyol Musical updates, giving more updates on what TV Village is offering this year. The PS did a wonderful job in giving you a full view of what the event is. I really just wanted to share with you that we are working extensively with the technical team, the senior members of the government, to ensure that this year's event will be a grand celebration. It will be an enhanced version of last year, and that you can look forward to something great. Thank you so much.
Mr. Gibson, thank you very much for encouraging us to dock work. October 20th to the 23rd from 1 to 4 p.m., correct? To attend TV Vilaj Kwéyol, because it is important that we give back to the vendors who work hard to offer us great service. Yeah? So, PS, talk to my PS and my boss. I will be in the park. Let's continue. Food and drink are the heart of this celebration, TV Vilaj Kwéyol. To highlight the role of food and beverage vendors and their contribution to this year's event, we welcome Mrs. Petra Grell-Shillingford of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Blue and Green Economy to the podium.
Good morning to the Honorable Ms. Vanilla Wenham Shepherd, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Gloria Joseph, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Labour, Public Service Reform, who have worked extensively, also Ms. Lisa Valmont, Permanent Secretary in Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalina Upliftment and Constituency Empowerment. Of course, to Portia Nicholas, who is Director of Small Business Unit, Mr. Karim Gis, we just heard from, the technical committee, other members of staff, and of course, Monsignor John Miss, I saved the best for that. Mr. Monsignor Thomas, he used to be my parish priest, so he knows why. Good morning and greetings once again, because you may be somewhere that is already night, so I'm saying greetings once again and welcome to the official launch of TV Vilaj Kwéyol 2025. The heartbeat of our Creole season, where culture, cuisine, and community come alive. This year, as we have stated, we are turning up the vibes and of course turning up the flavors and turning the village into the ultimate Creole food and beverage playground. At the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, we are proud, we are passionate, and we are purposeful about celebrating our local producers, our farmers, our chefs, our mixologists and vendors who bring the true taste of Dominica to life. This is more than an event for us. It is actually a movement and a celebration of who we are within the agricultural sector. This year, we are thrilled to showcase 33 amazing food vendors and 8 drink and beverage vendors ready to deliver a culinary journey unlike any other. And why, you may say? Because this year we have rooted in our local traditions, but we'll spice it up and we are going to incorporate global creativity. So I want you to picture this, because you know everybody knows I'm a foodie. So just picture the titiri akra and the titiri spring rolls frying and waiting for your hot bakes, okay? The agouti di manico and all kinds of games, stewed and baked. The pork slabs and the pork kebabs on the grill, or some of them are stewed. And of course our DPG, that is our dombe, and gel cochon, okay? Slow cooked perfection. Our fish in every form, grilled, stewed and smoked. Crayfish and veal bubbling. And of course our black pudding, our boudin, and all kinds this year. We're having a variety. For the vegans, everything, we will have that sort of bouillon. We are also doing provisions galore, and of course our waters. So the fellas are coming for waters, and we will be offering nutritious waters that can soothe the body and the soul. And of course cassava. There's an entire lineup with breads, pastries, full meals, all made from cassava, transformed from something magical from our Kalinago people, passed on to us. If you're feeling for something sweet, so we have plantain appetizers, pies, fruit tarts, cake, coconut tablets, cubed peppermint squares, even cinnamon buns like none other Rolling with Angie can. Are you already thirsty because you were hungry but now you're thirsty? So we can offer you some smoothies and some fresh juices which are island made and packed with goodness. And of course the queen of it all, coconut water in the bottle form or straight from the nut and with the nana that you can access. Okay, so we're turning up the heat, we're making you cool down, and we have more added attractions. We are also going to bring some recipes straight from the motherland, okay? But we are infusing it with our own local cuisine. So just think of a Creole African fusion. So one thing I'll mention is jollof rice. And what about our ice creams? So I know there's the kids zone, but of course the adults want some infused ice creams. I'm not going to say with what, but of course, or some frescas. And of course, this year we're going to add something again. See, I'm adding on, so you have to come. We are doing our frappuccinos, cappuccinos, iced coffees, all infused with coconut milk. And also for the lactose intolerant, we are making accommodations. And of course, our bush runs. Okay, so we're having our ginger root, lemongrass, puerve, cinnamon back, nani, and one of the ones from the 5 C's of the Ministry of Agriculture, which I'll not mention, cannabis. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, every dish, every drink is 100% locally grown and will be served with love. Our vendors have been gone through the process, we picked them out, and it's a celebration for them of our culture, our land, and our people. But beyond the food and drink, Vilaj Kwéyol really is a celebration of the agricultural heartbeat of Dominica. Every coconut that is going to be grated, every yam that is dug, every dashing that is uprooted, every pepper that is picked, every leafy green vegetable that is washed, represents the love, the labor, and the land, which is our beautiful country. Our vendors, we do not consider them just cooks. To us, they are cultural ambassadors, and this is their platform to shine. So to the food and beverage vendors, I have promoted you all, I have turned it up for you all, and I want you all to do the same as every year. And to our people of Dominica and the visitors from near and far, I want you to come hungry and live happy and come ready to fete. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, friends of culture, and fellow foodies, we invite you to Vini Manger Epinou. Come taste the flavors, feel the rhythm, and meet our cooks, our cultural ambassadors, as I've said, proudly serving you food that keeps us strong, healthy, and full of life, because health is wealth. Vilaj Kwéyol is 2025 is just a few weeks away, so let's make it a week to remember. See you in the village. Let's have some fun. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shillingford, for that exciting presentation. And you've justified why Karim said what he said. So Karim, we're going to obey you. October 20th to the 23rd, 1 to 3 p.m. We are ducky. That's it. Quick question, guys. Bees, what sound do they make? What's the sound?
They buzz.
Buzz. Yeah. Oh, that's the sound. Perfect. Let's talk bees right now, right? I invite to the podium Miss Vanilla O'Reilly. Ole. Yes, Miss Vanilla Ole. She's the director and PRO of the National Beekeepers Cooperative Societies Limited. Something special is happening at Vilaj Kwéyol this year, and she's gonna buzz all about it right now.
Good morning, everyone. I don't know how I can match the presentations we've had. I mean, Petra has told us everything we need to know about our food vendors. But just to start, Honorable Finella Wenham Shepherd, Parliamentary Secretary within the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training and National Excellence. Mrs. Gloria Joseph, Permanent Secretary within the Ministry of Labour, Public Service Reform, Social Partnership, Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development. Ms. Lisa Balmon, Permanent Secretary within the Ministry of Environment. Mr. Karim Geese, Events Manager. Ms. Portia Nicholas, Director of Small Business Support Unit. Other committee members and technical committee members, to all listeners and viewing public, good morning again.
Morning.
Okay, great. So, if bees die, within 3 years, humanity would cease to follow. So I'm not saying this to scare you, I'm just giving you some perspective. Bees pollinate the very plants that feed us. One in every bite of food that we consume depends on their work. Without bees, our ecosystems will break down, agriculture will suffer, and food systems will collapse. So you might be wondering, why am I here talking to you about bees and about ecosystems at the official launch of Vilaj Kwéyol 2025? So fun fact, this year, Vilaj Kwéyol will highlight honey. That's why I'm here. We're talking bees. So honey will be the featured product at Vilaj Kwéyol this year. And we, as beekeepers and members of the National Beekeepers Cooperative Society Limited, we couldn't be more elated to collaborate and to showcase bees and honey at this event. We really are excited of being part of this entire experience. So another fun fact is we won't only be highlighting honey at Vilaj. We, as beekeepers, will also use the opportunity to launch our signature event called Honey in the Town. So this event will tell the full story of beekeeping, from the flowers that are pollinated by bees to the honey that's harvested from the hive. Every year, the Ministry of Agriculture constructs a live replica that pays homage to whatever is the focus featured product at the event. This year, we will be collaborating to construct a live hive. At Honey in the Town, at Vilaj, you can expect a display of local honeys, our infused honeys, our flavored honeys, our creamed honeys. You can expect to see our value-added products, our balms, our creams, beeswax candles, even mead, which is wine made from honey. You can expect to sample our products, and of course, we do have something in store for our children, bee-related activities. I bet you've never had the opportunity to see honey on a frame, on a raw frame of honey. We will have that. I bet you've never seen propolis. We will have that. I bet you've never seen a live queen bee. We will definitely have that. You will also have the opportunity to get up close and personal with a colony of bees in a safe space, within a very safe space. You will have that opportunity. So at Honey in the Town at Vilaj Kwéyol, to Bite Kwéyol, all of this will be available to you when you enter into the hive. But even more importantly, we will leave you for deeper understanding of how bees support life and how beekeepers support the biodiversity. We are thankful to the Ministry of Agriculture and to the government by extension for recognizing the importance of this sector. The Ministry of Agriculture has long been a friend to beekeepers, and this opportunity to partner with them to bring the hive to life only strengthens this bond. We look forward to more collaboration, more support, and more opportunities to grow together. I want to also thank some other organizations that have come on board to assist us. Bloombox, Agri-Sales, the Signman, Jungle Bay, National Cooperative Credit Union, Do It Center, Flow, National Bank of Dominica, DBS, Harry FM, 8 Bank, Josephine Gabriel and Company, AC Shillingford, the Cooperative Division, and Optical Services Limited. So as we say, tout bite Dominic, let's not forget the tiny workers that keep the tout bite alive. These are our bees. So thank you, and I invite you all to come to Vilaj Kwéyol and experience the hive.
And thank you very much. That was a wonderful presentation. So it's Honey in the Town, Honey at Vilaj Kwéyol. So this is setting up to be a very sweet event, and you don't want to miss it. Botanic Gardens, October 20th to the 23rd. Up next, let's break for entertainment. By the way, the person that you're about to see will very likely perform or present at the Windsor Park, or rather at the Botanic Gardens. But before we break into entertainment, let's touch more on the very important creatures that are vital to our survival. And for that, I turn your attention to the screen so we can buzz a little. Yes? That's the buzz, ladies and gentlemen. And for more of that in a very secure and safe space, please come and join us at the Botanic Gardens for that experience. Now let's talk entertainment. I invite to the podium someone you would likely see on the main stage at Vilaj Kwéyol, the one and only Tasha P, to entertain us right now.
Good morning, everyone. Before I give a little piece of entertainment, I just wanted to make mention that this is one of the most vital times of year for Dominica, most prioritized. And one of the things that we forget is our language. And I say that to mean the Creole language. A lot of us grew up not having the experience of our parents or grandparents teaching us because they wanted us to mind our little business, in other words. So I would ask my grandmother, Grandma, what does that mean? Think wouldn't be as old and for you guys, what big people business out there, so they didn't want the children to understand when they malpalaing the people or malpalaing the children. So something that's very important we have to make mention of and to keep mindfulness of is our language. So this song that I'm gonna do is a song that everybody knows, even if you don't know what it means. I guarantee you know what you've heard it before because DBS Radio never ceases to prevent us from knowing our culture, and also it will remind us of those of us who have fallen. I say us, meaning musicians, but we are not going to be forgotten. So let's do this one, and if you feel like you know it, if you feel like biting your tongue, anything, let's do it. Okay, so we're doing this morning. Mon cas chargé, la moitié tout petit, mon cas chargé. Le mettre à l'école, c'est qu'à battre sa femme. À la cour l'école, pour la Vilaj Kwéyol. Mon cas chargé, l'aime de tout petit. À commencement, l'aime c'est qu'à l'école. Mettre l'école, c'est qu'à battre sa femme. À la cour l'école, pour la Vilaj Kwéyol. Et je dis la Vilaj Kwéyol, passe pour yo. Si tu veux le tout. Où est la gage là, je dis c'est donc pour yo. Et je dis la Vilaj Kwéyol, passe pour yo. Well, I got la Jody say diama puyo. Jody la Vilaj Kwéyol passe puyo. Well, I got la Jody say no puyo. Jody la Vilaj Kwéyol passe puyo. Well, I got la Jody say diama puyo. What's yours? Whoa, whoa, hey. You know it's already. Everybody smile. Hey, hey. Okay, hey. You don't know why you mean you can see it, right? Okay. Big up to the man. Tell her about your name for refugees. We're gonna give. Mon cas chargé. Le moitié tout petit, mon cas chargé. Le mettre l'école, c'est qu'à battre sa femme. À la pour l'école, pour la Vilaj Kwéyol. Mon cas chargé, l'aime de tout petit. À commencement, l'aime c'est qu'à l'école. Mettre l'école, c'est qu'à battre sa femme. À la pour l'école, pour la Vilaj Kwéyol. I don't know confidence when I'm small. Jody say no puyo. Let me hear it. Let's go. Exactly. Well, I got la Jody say diama puyo. What's on the next one? Jody la Vilaj Kwéyol passe puyo. Well, I got la Jody say no puyo. Jody la Vilaj Kwéyol passe puyo. Well, I got la Jody say diama puyo. Hey, hey. What is on the man? Hey, hey. So get ready now to bite your tongue. Know it, don't know it. Pronounce. You ready? Are you ready? Alright. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wash your mouth with this head, let me see if you know it. What's the next one? Wash your mouth with this head, what do you get in there? Wash your mouth with this head, sounding good. Wash your mouth with this head, you get it? What's that? Wash your mouth with this head, Wash your muscle with these, yeah, you looking like you happy to sing that. Wash a matter with DJ Kaila Kaila. Esuwe wasla, basona with Fizela. Esuwe wasla, basona with Fizela. Esuwe wasla, basona with Fizela. Seliki kai meye Kaila, ese kai bete Kaila. Selika ya piye Kaila, ese kai bete Kaila. Whoa. Wash out my soul with these dead guys, Vilaj Kwéyol. Enjoy the independent season, all you. Come for the music, come for the language. Vilaj Kwéyol. Hey, thank you so much for having me this morning.
Splendid presentation, Tasha. Splendid.